up? You know what I mean? And live, you know what I mean? What's going on? What's going on, Soul Tribe? I got another one. I got a few clips I put together here. So with no further ado, we're going to get right into this. You guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Drop a comment during a live stream if you're here, or after a live stream if you're kind of shy, or you're part of my replay gang on gang. Love and light. Let's get right into this. It's public. Okay.
Somebody said side chicks save marriages because they give a man like a respite or a break from the marriage. Is that true? I had somebody tell me she saved 2 marriages within the span of a year. Actually, it was in the span of about a month when she cut off 2 people's husbands and sent them back home to their wives. Wonderful woman who's being cheated on.
You guys, this is Biden's America. This is what the Democrats have given you. This is what we ended up with. And she laughs diabolically at this ridiculous story. It's Biden's America.
If she could know that her husband is not only out here pursuing other women, but those other women are sending him back home to them, what that would feel like. Anyway, do side chicks save marriages? I ain't say it. Somebody said it. Somebody said side chicks.
I don't believe in her rationale, but obviously side chicks save marriages. Side chicks save relationships for the good ones, right? I haven't had one when I was married. I'm just speaking from what I'm hearing. I'm serious about that. Never cheated. But, you know, they do according to what people say. But her reasoning is just, you know, aging out, single woman, babble.
Jesus Christ, you gonna suck the life out of something.
Wow.
It's okay to grow up and say, I don't need a dad, I don't need a dad, but that's not really how it was supposed to go. Like, children are supposed to have a father and a mother, especially if those 2 individuals are living. Not having a dad is not an easy thing to deal with as a woman because, number one, it's okay to grow up and say, I don't need a dad, I don't need a dad, but that's not really how it was supposed to go. Like, children are supposed to have a father and a mother, especially if those 2 individuals are living. Not having a dad is not an easy thing to deal with as a woman because, number one, it's okay to grow up and say, I don't need a dad, I don't need a dad, but that's not really how it was supposed to go. Like,
I didn't even realize that she had already said everything. Everything she says sounds about the same. That's why I couldn't really tell, but she is right. Both parents need to be in the children's lives, and you need to make room, make space for the dad, however he shows up, okay? Because that's the kid's father. And for single dads like myself, y'all make sure that you create space for the mom. Okay, you can't replace her. Make sure, make her be in the child's life. If that's your situation, not so much as mine, you know what I'm saying? But definitely make sure that she's coming through and, you know what I'm saying, handling her portion of the responsibility in the sense of giving him that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying?
When I like you and I'm like super into you and you giving me that same energy, oh baby, I turn into the most freakiest freak that ever freaked the freak of a freak a leak. Do you understand me? To the point that I've been doing something that I ain't never did before. You to unleash the freak. When I
in 2024 makes you wonder what kind of freak that she's talking about, because women be doing a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so y'all know this is Angel Reese in NBA 2K25, but who the hell is this? Oh my gosh! What
She said she cooks, she cleans. What else?
I cook, I suck, I shut the fuck up.
Y'all hear that? Come to the Philippines.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Passport in hand, on my way. On my way.
To the Philippines. She said she cooked.
Because
Dang, I was talking to my husband.
because the fact is, it hits different when a woman says it. So here we go. Number one, every man should not be able to access you at all hours of the night. Number two, a man is not responsible for your daddy issues. Number three, a woman having a lot of male friends is a turnoff for a man. Number four, a man's value goes.
Salute what is going on, fam. Appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You guys smash that like button.
Beyond his wallet and status. Number five, if you
Absolutely.
want a traditional man who pays all the bills, you have to be
Salute,
a traditional
brother.
woman who submits. Number six, mind games are not cute. It's stressful and it turns him off. Number seven, prioritize your relationship like you do your career. Number eight, your self-worth should be self-made, not man-made. Number nine, respect his need for space as much as you do your own. Number 10, relying on a man to validate your emotions is not empowerment. Find your own emotional independence. Number 11, your beauty attracts him, but your traits will keep him. Number 12,
My
never
brother.
compare your man to any other man. Number 13,
I like
men
that
fight
one.
battles too. They just don't talk about theirs.
Never compare your man to another man. You know what you're doing when you do that too. I've never had it happen to me, but if a woman ever did, she knows what she's doing. And I'm going to compare you to every one of my exes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and tell you that they had a better version of me. Don't open that, you know what I'm saying? Don't open that vault. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Number 14, say what's on your mind. He's not a mind reader. Number 15, acknowledge the little things he does for you. Number 16, respect the privacy of your relationship. Number 17, don't say you forgive him just to then bring it up in every argument there.
Yeah, she always does. She's very professional also. So, you know, shout out to, is it Olivia Alexa? You know what I'm talking about.
After, he will start to resent you. Number 18, if you love him, love his flaws too. Number 19, saying I'm sorry and actually meaning it is a major turn on for him. Number 20, accountability builds his trust for you. Number 21, jealousy.
I like that. I wish I could play it back. Saying I'm sorry and actually meaning it, that does mean something. Wouldn't know what that is. But, you know, I wouldn't mind one day getting with a woman that knows how to do that.
Is not sexy. Number 22, saying it's fine when it's not. Because the fact is, it hits different when a woman says it. So here we go. Number 1, every man should not be able to access you at all hours.
Not only, my brother, does she talk to a man, I think that she studies men that she respects online and get the game as well. Because we're online giving the game out. All a woman needs is a pen and a pad or a phone. You know, they'll sit there, curl up on their couch, have their snacks, watching their Roku 4K TV, looking at us on there, just taking notes. We're giving out some dope game, and they know it. They know it. You know what I'm saying?
Hours of the night. Number 2.
Dang, I was talking to my husband and he was sharing with me a few things he believes that men do need to have before a woman. And the first and foremost is he said he should be able to provide. And he brought up 1 Timothy. God says a man that does not provide for his household or his relatives is worse than an unbeliever and denies the faith. He said a man that's providing for his household, a man that's out there trying to provide for his household and making that a goal, doesn't even have the time to argue with his woman. He's too busy. So don't even make yourself have the time to sit and have petty arguments with your woman. And then lastly, he said, a woman submits to a man that submits to God, period. You're not submitting to a man that submits to his flesh. You're not submitting to a man that submits to his fleshly desires and is causing chaos and destruction. You're not submitting to that type of man. Essentially, you're submitting to a man that is learning how to be a man and lead his household by applying God's word and has died to his fleshly desires to die for his family. I love my household, okay? My man knows his role. I know my role. Together, we will be fruitful and multiply because we know our roles. Dang, I was talking to my husband.
And so you get yourself a nice God-fearing woman like this, man. You know, from where she speaks, you know, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But man, you have a peaceful life, man, because she understands the order of things. She knows where you're getting your vision from, and she sees God in you, and she trusts that vision, and she trusts what she sees. You have a woman that's like, I don't know, you know, we might need that's the devil in her. That's the devil in her. Get rid of her. Save yourself. You must do it. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Kevin, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know what? You can get there.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, so would you want to know if your husband was in love with another woman? So this is a hypothetical situation, hypothetical question. So I can set the parameters wherever I want, right? And however I want. So in this situation, this hypothetical situation, there is no threat to your marriage falling apart. He's not leaving you for her. I know you would say, well, how can I guarantee that? Again, it's my hypothetical situation. This is where I want the parameters to be. So there's no threat that's going to break up your marriage. So you knowing would just be, you know, you knowing the full truth. Would it be worth it to know it? Would you want to know it if he ain't leaving no way? Would you just want to continue to live with the man and build a life with a man who you know is actually in love with somebody else? Now, I'm not saying that that means he's not in love with you, but it's up to y'all to determine whether you think a man can be in love with two women at the same time. That's not for me to determine for this hypothetical situation. Would you want to know if your husband was in love with somebody else?
You know, I had to throw one of her crazy ass clips in here at the end. Y'all, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do over here? Look, let me see if I got one more.
You keep asking me, did I sleep with this man?
Oh,
The virgin.
So Clark started this whole conversation about dating within your socioeconomic community, and people were trying to tell her she's wrong. Angela came in and defended her, and people were telling her she's wrong and that men don't care about that. Men in certain communities, doctors, lawyers, finance bros, they care. And here's why. My ex is a finance bro. I remember the year that he cracked the ceiling and he had finally gotten to where he wanted to be. Like, I remember him getting the salary and we both being like, mind you, I was with this man since college. We got invited to this exclusive Christmas party where we were the youngest, the blackest, and he was the newest.
Black.
I remember walking in there. We did the usual, greetings. And my son at the time might have been 5-6 months. I remember
Your
somebody
son?
grabbing my son.
Whoa. Wait.
Me being pulled with the wives. And mind you, the wives were all accomplished women as well. And my husband at the time being pulled with the men. And for 2 hours, we were separated and talking. And the wives, these women are making $175, $200. This is 5 years ago, okay? On their own. And their husbands are making 200 plus on their own. So the conversations are not about baking cookies at all. They're deep intellectual conversations. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh. So Clark started this whole conversation about dating with.
And what's it got to do with her? Where's her husband at? You know, talking about how men want women to have money. The pickings are slim. We're not of course, we want a woman that got her mind right and getting her bag or whatever. But what comes with that is this weird ass attitude and, secret competition. The pickings are slim is what we're trying to say. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're talking from an emotional base. You'll bring in whatever you have to make your argument, to fall on deaf ears because you're not listening. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, my dream man will be so secure in himself and confident, healthy confident, not cocky, not egoistic, healthy confident, humble.
Egoistic? Is that a word? I'm sure she mean egotistical. Maybe that is a word.
He will not feel insecure and triggered by me wearing a sexy dress or by me not wearing a bra out or me wearing a bikini in the summer. it would be the type of man that I say, hey, is this dress too slutty? And he says, no way, baby. The bigger the better.
The more the what, the better. Yeah, I got a few things I address in this situation. The first thing I'm going to...
Well, listen, obviously, this woman has 304 written all over her. So nothing she says matters. And, I mean, this is just nothing else needs to be said.
Get fiber internet.
Baby, if we are linking up to do the
Y'all pray for my friend. I told this girl, don't do that. Vengeance is the Lord's. Tell me why this girl gonna say I'm who the Lord sends when he looking for vengeance.
Stop. I'm sorry. I'll have next time when you have a guest over.
I am so tired of hearing this. Can somebody tell me, please, exactly where I'm supposed to go to find a man? I said I was a homebody. I didn't say that I was not a fully functioning adult. I still go all the places that adults go to. I go to libraries. I go to the mall. I go to stores. I go to museums. I go to the park. I go to movie theaters, bowling alleys. I go out to eat. I go to restaurants. I go to business conferences in the city. What else do y'all want from me? Not to mention this little thing called, social media and dating apps where a lot of people are connecting. I don't even need the outside world, to be honest, but I still do the normal things that adults do. I go to church. Like, what else you want from me? Oh, I get it. Y'all definition of going somewhere is a hookah lounge, brunch, a day party, a rooftop party. That's y'all definition of going somewhere. You do understand the men that are at those places ain't looking for nothing. Y'all going in these places as women looking for somebody for life. The men in there looking for somebody for the night. It ain't matching up. You may as well stay at home. You may as well stay at home because the places that you're already going are probably more than likely the places you're actually going to find somebody, not the places that you're intentionally going to find a man. Because if you do find one, he probably ain't looking for what you're looking for. So I stand on business. I stand behind what I have always said. I don't have to go nowhere special to meet a man. Everyday life is what we are doing every day anyway. And I don't want no that's hanging out at the hookah bars. Do y'all? I'm so tired of hearing this. Can somebody tell me?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other options than that, but you'll get whatever you can get and you'll like it, because you don't have any options. And that's all that we're saying. Hang on, let me see this one more here, I think. No, we're gonna leave it at that. She's just talking that stuff, man. She's lonely. What can you do? But anyway, you guys, what do you think? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Timestamp it. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree? Disagree? Did you think that some of these women on here had some great points? You know what I mean? I want to know. I want to know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button. Make sure you share the live stream. Super important, y'all. Share the live stream. And again, till next time, I'm your brother. Love you. I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.